Good morning, everyone, dear colleagues. First of all, I would like to thank the organizer who has invited me to deliver my paper entitled microRNA
Yung
155 Predictive Role to Decelerate Foam Cell. Pardon? Hello. Through CD36 PAF3 and SOX1 pathway. Let me introduce myself first. So my name is Ermin Rahmawati, and I am a doctoral student from Universitas Brawijaya, located in Indonesia, and also I am a lecturer from Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences with Maulana Malik Ibrahim Malang in Indonesia also. So both of this university lies in Malang, East Java. So if you would like to visit Indonesia, please visit also Malang because it is a nice city in Indonesia. What was the background for our team to perform the research? So we have known that cardiovascular disease remains the leading cause of the disease burden in the world, and the prevalence are increasing worldwide. And the data also shows that the number of CVD deaths from 1960 to 2016 increasing significantly. And in addition, Indonesia is included as one country with the highest number of CVD deaths. Therefore, there is an urgent need for us as the researcher to developing intervention to reduce and control the CVD burden by targeting and one strategy to targeting the CVD burden is targeting the atherosclerosis formation. Why atherosclerosis? Atherosclerosis is the etiology of CVD, mainly coronary heart disease. Atherosclerosis represents a chronic inflammatory disease of the arterial wall initiated by endothelial injury, and then it causes the leakage of the junction between endothelial cell and another endothelial cells. Then it is continued by the subendothelial lipoprotein retention, and inside the subendothelial, the LDL will undergoes the oxidized LDL, will perform an oxidized LDL, and thus it upregulates the expression of integrin and selectin so that the monocyte will be attracted to enter the subendothelial space. And then inside the subendothelial space, the monocyte will differentiate into macrophage, and then the next step is the formation of foam cell, and then the accumulation of foam cell will form the fatty streak, and then if it is continued, then the inflammation will progress and the necrotic core will be formed, and also the VSMC will be migrated into the superior, and then the formation of plaque atherosclerosis will be conducted. And the next step, if the inflammation continued, it will be cause the plaque to the thickening of the plaque and could make and then it will be ruptured, and then it attract the thrombocyte to aggregate and make the thrombus. Then the manifestation of it, the patient could get the myocardial infarct. So therefore, the prevention strategies should be performed And from my previous explanation, the foam cell inhibition is important strategy to uh, to limit the burden of the disease. Because of what? The foam cell is have an important role as an early marker of atherosclerosis and also confers atherosclerosis progression to advanced phase. So actually, what is the foam cell? Foam cell is the cell with the deposit of free and esterified cholesterol in the cytosol. Mainly, the cell is macrophage. So the foam cells, as I explained before, plays an important role at all stages of atherosclerosis lesion development, from initial lesion to advanced plaques. So actually, what is wrong with the macrophage cell? Then it become the foam cell. So the clue is the impaired macrophage cholesterol handling. So this picture is how the macrophage normally metabolize the cholesterol. Normally, the macrophage endocytose or phagocyte the LDL and also OX-LDL from the LDL with the LDL receptor and the scavenger receptor, and then inside the macrophage, the OX-LDL are transported to lead endosome or lysosome, and then in the organelle, the lysosomal acid lipase digests cholesterol ester and releasing the free cholesterol. This free cholesterol, in turn, is processed by another enzyme called acetyl-CoA transferase, and it is translocated into the endoplasmic reticulum. And this organelle, another enzyme called NCAH, neutral cholesterol ester hydrolase, generate cholesterol ester, generate free cholesterol from cholesterol ester that can exit via cholesterol transporter in macrophage cell membrane, like SRB1, ABCA1, and ABCG1. What is the abnormalities of the cell? So it can be easily formed from cell. So there is an impairment of cholesterol handling in macrophage, which is characterized by the imbalance between the OX-LDL influx and the cholesterol efflux. Now, here are the molecular mechanism of how the foam cell formation. What I said before, the imbalance between the OX-LDL influx and cholesterol efflux. So the first, there is a continuously uptake of OX-LDL by scavenger receptor, mainly the CD36, and then on the other hand, the cholesterol efflux reduce because there are massive degradation of ABCA1. Let me show you the detailed mechanism that we already make. The binding of OX-LDL with CD36 will activate the SRC kinase, especially the FIN kinase and the LIN kinase. And then the activated FIN and LIN kinase in turn will activate the expression of another protein called FAF kinase, either FAF1, 2, or 3, respectively. What is FAF protein? FAF protein are multi-domain signal transduction molecules that primarily act as adapter platform for various signaling protein. And then in this context, the FAF kinase act as adapter for activation PLC gamma, thus will activate the mobilization of calcium, and this will be alter the dynamin function, And with the final result, the endocytic vesicle will translocate into the membrane of macrophage. Then it is facilitate the OX-LDL uptake. But unfortunately, due to high accumulation of oxidized LDL inside the subendothelial space, this induce accumulation of lipid derivative in the macrophage cytosolic, and it provoke the endoplasmic reticulum stress. And what happen if the endoplasmic reticulum stress happen? So it will stimulate the production of pro-inflammatory cytokine. And the pro-inflammatory cytokines such as TNF alpha and also IL-34 will upregulate the CD36. And on the other hand, the TNF alpha will activate the caspase 8, and then caspase 8 will activate the SOX1. We have known SOX1 as a family of intracellular protein, several of which has emerged as key physical regulators of cytokine-mediated homeostasis. But this protein have another function. SOX1 also plays as a 3 ligase, the component of ubiquitin proteasomal system that will degrade the ABCA1, so that the ABCA1 will reduce, and therefore the cholesterol efflux will also reduce. Okay, now the important strategy to inhibit foam cell inhibition, we suggest by understanding the role of microRNA. Why microRNA? Because we have known that microRNA is a small non-coding single-stranded RNA with the length average of 18 to 25 nucleotides. Then it is estimated that more than 60% of all protein coding genes are directly regulated by microRNA. And the unique characteristic of this non-coding RNA, while RNA molecules are known to be highly unstable, many reports have indicated that microRNA are remarkably stable in plasma and serum, and also resistant to RNA's activity, as well extreme pH and multiple numbers of freeze thaw cycles. So considering the unique characteristic, we try to explore to identify the important microRNA which work in foam cell atherosclerosis. We also have known that microRNA plays an important role in regulation of gene expression at post-transcriptional level by promoting the RNA degradation, or by promoting the RNA degradation through the binding between the seed sequence and also 3 UTR of mRNA target genes. So here are the aim of our study. First, we would like to identify the microRNA targeting the 3 UTR of CD36, FAF3, and SOX1, and also to identify the profile of microRNA, including the mature sequence, physiological binding, and also conserved site among different species, which we suggest have an important role in foam cell inhibition. And then the third goal is to investigate the biological process or molecular function of selected microRNA and its target genes, which might be related to foam cell atherosclerosis. And the last goal, we perform systematic review of the role of selected miRNA microRNA in previous steps, which is microRNA 155-5P in foam cell formation. The methods that we use in this study, so the study is in silico and systematic review study. For the identification of microRNA targeting 3 UTR of CD36, FAF3, and also SOX1, we use the microRNA target prediction database, MIRDB, And for the cross validation, we use also target scan 7.2. Mir microRNA target prediction database is a computational tools to identify a set of candidate gene targets by Mirna, which is developed by analyzing thousands of microRNA target interaction from high throughput sequencing experiments. And then the other tools, target scan 7.2, predict biological target of microRNA by searching the presence of conserved 8-mer, 7-mer, and 6-mer sites that match the seed region of its microRNA. And then to see the profile of mature microRNA sequences, the interaction position between microRNA seed sequence and the 3 UTR of target genes, and also the conserved physiological binding sites, we use the target scan 7.2. And then the next, to elucidate the microRNA and targets network, we use another open database tools, which called Cytoscape version 3.8.3, which is an open source platform for visualizing molecular interaction networks and biological pathways, and integrating this network with annotation gene expression profile and other database. And then to confirm the microRNA mRNA network, we also perform the protein network that we use is another open database string version 11.0. The string, same like Cytoscape, is a database to predict protein interaction, included the direct and indirect association between the protein. And for the cross-validation of the biological pathways and functional annotation, we also use another software, which is called David version 6.8. And then the proposed mechanism, we use BioRender. And for systematic review, we use Prisma flow diagram. So here are the results of our study. So after performing in silico study, there is several microRNA that targeted 3 UTR of CD36, SOX1, and FAF3. And after we perform a Venn analysis diagram, surprisingly, there is only one microRNA who targeted 3 genes respectively, similar. What is the microRNA? The microRNA was microRNA 155 5P. Now we would like to know about the profile of this microRNA. So this microRNA transcribed by the gene MIR155, which is located in this chromosome, and then the mature sequence was like 5 UU AUG CUA AUC GUG AUA GGG GUU. And there is 2 types of microRNA 155, 5P and 3P, and the seed sequence of this microRNA was this sequence. And here are the profile of binding interaction between the 3 UTR of target genes and also the seed sequence of microRNA 155 5P. The site location for CD36 was in this sequence, 460 to 467, this one, and this one. And also for FAF3, there are 2 location, 2 type of interaction. And for SOX1, there is 1 interaction between the 3 UTR of microRNA 155 and SOX1. Now we move to the next objective, so we should know the conservation analysis. Why? Because the conservation analysis may provide evidence that a predicted of microRNA target is functional and indicated that the sequence have been maintained by natural selection. So here are the conserved sequences among 18 species. Then the conclusion was one conserved site was found between FAF3 and SOX1, and 4 poorly conserved sites was found between the microRNA and CD36, and 1 poorly conserved site was found for microRNA 155 and FAF3. Okay, now we move to the next result. Here are the complex interaction network between microRNA 150 microRNA 155 5P, and then this is the protein-protein network between the suggested microRNA target genes. And interestingly, after perform the cytoskip and string database and also cross-validated with the David by open database tools, there are several biological pathways that similar between the David result and also between the string result. And in addition, interestingly, the pathway might be related with the foam cell formation, like the TNF-alpha signaling pathway. So the red box indicate the similar pathway that was found when we compare the David and cytoscape database and also with string. And then the regulation of actin cytoskeleton, and then the protein ubiquitination, and then the cholesterol metabolism, and then the phagosome. The blue box indicate that another pathway that may be related to foam cell differentiations, which are negative regulation of cholesterol storage, and then regulation of cholesterol storage, and then positive regulation of phagocytosis, and then regulation of macrophage-derived foam cell differentiation, and then Fc gamma receptor signaling pathway involved in phagocytosis. And then the last, after we have result from in silico, we would like to perform a systematic review by performing a Prisma flow diagram, which have several steps. The first step is identification, and followed by the screening step, and then eligibility and included. So in the identification phase, we choose database from PubMed database and Google Scholar, and then we use the key terms microRNA 155 or microRNA 155 5P, foam cell, macrophage, and atherosclerosis. And then in the screening phase, we excluded the type of article review, editorial, comment, or interview, and then we also excluded the human study or in vivo study, and then we also excluded the study of other cell besides macrophage cell, and excluded pharmacological study. So after, and also duplication. Here are the number of excluded study that we have done, and then for the eligibility, we finally got 18 studies, and the excluded for reason shows 7 articles. Why? Because we have read the abstract of the article and eliminate the article that didn't match with the context of atherosclerosis, and also didn't match with the method used for assessing the variables. And finally, for the systematic review, we use 11 articles. Here are the discussion. So what microRNA 155, there are 2 strands of 5P and 3P, and from the reports say that microRNA 150, this microRNA was high in monocyte macrophage cells, and then it is high not only in vitro atherosclerosis models but also in both circulating and atherosclerotic lesion, which is found in both mice and humans. Here are the reports from Nazari Jahantik, 2012. So this is the relative expression of microRNA 155, which show that the increase of microRNA found in knockout ApoE mice compare with the control. And also this one is research by Nazari, which compare the expression of microRNA in the atherosclerosis plaque of the patient with coronary heart disease compared to normal. It is so that microRNA expression were higher in the patient with coronary heart disease compared to normal. This is another proof that microRNA 155 is also high in atherosclerosis plaque than in the normal. Now, interestingly, after we perform a systematic review, there are several contradictory results between the pro-atherogenic role of this microRNA, either pro-atherogenic or anti-atherogenic. Now, then we perform an analysis and we concluded several factors why the result have a contradictory result. The first is the research have different macrophage induction preparation. Mostly for the researcher who conclude the role of microRNA 155 as pro-atherogenic, they use LPS induction, where anti-atherogenic they use verbal PMA induction. And then the second why the result differ, the different parameter that that assess. The pro-atherogenic mostly seen the inflammation marker, but not the foam cell uptake and cholesterol efflux parameter. And for the researchers who conclude the anti-atherogenic roles of microRNA 155 mostly assess uptake and efflux of the lipid content. And then the last is the different time assessment of microRNA expression. Let's focus in the last statement. So we finally concluded that microRNA 155 is stage dependent. The function is stage dependent. So if we focus on the early phase of atherosclerosis, naturally the macrophage that play an important role in early atherosclerosis development is M2 macrophage. Then why? Because the M2 macrophage in early atherosclerosis have a high endocytic capacity that characterized by the increased expression of scavenger receptor, especially CD68, 163, and CD36. And the function is the increasing of IL interleukin 10. So here are the characteristic of the different induction. This is the normal macrophage cell. This is the MCSF stimulated macrophage, and then this is the LPS stimulated macrophage. Then in our project, we tried to use the MCSF in a stimulation, and we then make the and then we incubate the OX-LDL, then the result was it is the foam cell was formed. Now, so that's why we strongly agree different time assessment of microRNA 155 5P will have a different function, and it is supported by review by Bruin in 2016. So knockout mice, double knockout mice, ApoE and microRNA 155 had decreased macrophage inflammation and reduced atherosclerotic lesion development. This is support the pro-atherogenic role of this microRNA. While the donors at 2012 shows the contradictory result. Nah, then the answer of the contradictory result is answered by Rosler experiment in 1966. So the model of mice indicate the advanced phase of atherosclerosis plaque, but when we use the knockout LDL mice, it indicates the early phase of atherosclerosis. That's why if we measure the this microRNA in different phase of plaque atherosclerosis, it will give the different expression. Now, after we perform the study, we also know that our study has several limitations. So we only give prediction which need to be validated by laboratory experiment to conclude the real role of this microRNA in foam cell atherosclerosis through CD36, FAV3, and SOX1 pathway. And we also did not specify the method to show that this microRNA regulate directly the target genes in the context of foam cell atherosclerotic inhibition. So for the future direction, we would like to perform the stage-specific research to prove the effect of this microRNA inhibition during atherosclerotic progression, and we also should perform the research with the direct binding of this microRNA to the gene targets and specify the type of the microRNA used, either 5P or 3P. I think that's all for my presentation. Here are the culture in Indonesia. I hope we can meet in Indonesia and to develop the research in Indonesia. Thank you.